Hi. Not how I intended to start the video, but I thought it would be funny. What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another video today. So we're going to go through a tier list, a Naruto tier list, but it's not going to be about the characters like the 2-hour-long video that me and Steven did. This time, it's going to be about the arcs that are in Naruto. So I haven't checked which arcs are actually in here, but on the looks of things, I think it's all of them, not including the filler arcs. Yeah, I think it's all of them, but not including the filler arcs, which is good. They're not in order, but we'll see. We'll see. Comment down below. Let me know what your favorite arcs are in Naruto. I wouldn't recommend telling me every single one from the ones that are down below, because that would be nuts. But yeah, if you want to let me know what your like top S and A ranked arcs are in Naruto, and you want to disagree with the ones I have, by all means do that. People will. There will be disagreements. I know there will. I'll disagree with what some people have to say, but without further ado, let's get on. Alright, cool. So we have the Akatsuki Suppression Mission. Alright, so I'll go through, like, just in case people don't know which ones these are, I'll go through, like, which ones they are. So this is basically, this is going to be a bunch of spoilers, by the way. If you haven't seen Naruto, don't watch this video. That'd be so stupid. So basically, this is after Hidan and Kakuzu had killed Asuma. Oh, God, that was so sad. So yeah, this is after they'd killed Asuma, and Shikamaru comes up with a plan on how they're going to defeat them. So him, Ino, Choji, I think, and yeah, I think him, Ino, Choji, and Kakashi go and fight them. It's a decent arc, to be honest with you. So the main fight is obviously, it's basically Kakuzu versus Kakashi, which he has a very cool entrance, by the way. He straight up just puts out one of Kakuzu's hearts like that. He doesn't even notice him there. Takes out one of them. Would have killed him if the guy didn't have 5 hearts, but yeah, so he's fighting Kakuzu, and Shikamaru does a shadow possession on Hidan and takes him into the forest, and then they're all like, haha, you'll never be able to defeat us, and then he's like, haha, this was my plan all along, and then inevitably Kakuzu and Hidan ends up killing Kakuzu unironically, thinking he's trying to kill Shikamaru. It's hilarious. And then Shikamaru blows the dude up. It's great. It's great. And it is the first time that you actually see Naruto's non-completed or incomplete, as some people would say. Some smart people would say that. I'm not smart though. An incomplete Rasen Shuriken, where Naruto breaks his arm when he does it, and Tsunade tells him never to do it again because he will break it. It's not my favorite arc, I'm not gonna lie. It's not one of my favorite arcs, but it does have a cool fight, so I'm gonna put it in B tier, because like I say, I do like the end fight of it, the Kakuzu and Kakashi. Any fight with Kakashi's sensual. In Shikamaru, the dude doesn't fight that often, and he's not very powerful, but what he lacks in power, he by far makes up in raw, sensual IQ. The dude has an IQ of 200. So, you know, that's it, is that. So, yeah, I enjoy the fight. I like the whole, I mean, Kakuzu's thing's a bit weird, but I like the fact that you can use all the different natures and stuff. Yeah, Hidan, I couldn't care less about. I hate Hidan. The dude annoys me. He's just so annoying. Anyways, Birth of the Ten Tails Jinchuriki. Oh, chef's kiss. Oh, I love this. See, right, so the thing is, with the last arc, I love all of it. All I do, obviously, towards the end, that's obviously way better than the beginning. So when they're all fighting the reanimated versions of the ninjas, it's not as good. It's a little bit stale at times. Once Naruto joins and Obito is fighting, oh sorry, the masked guy is fighting Naruto, and then Madara joins in and then comes back to life. Oh. But yeah, the Birth of the Ten Tails Jinchuriki. So I don't know if this is counting. I can't see it on here. Yeah, so just having a look down there, I'm pretty sure the Birth of the Ten Tails Jinchuriki is literally from when Obito becomes the Ten Tails up until Madara is quite literally stabbed in the back. So that whole thing, because I can't see any other part on here. So that whole thing, I'm just going to count as is the birth of the Ten Tails Jinchuriki arc, which probably is, and I'm just being an idiot. But my god, it's so good. There's so many good fights in it. My god, obviously Naruto gets Kuruma's power. He unlocks Kuruma's full power. He befriends all of the tailed beasts. He gets all of the, well, he gets part, like, chakra from all of them. Then he ends up getting, like, Kuruma taken out of him and then put back into him, giggity. And then he gets, oh, there's just so much stuff. Guy versus Madara. Oh, Naruto and Sasuke getting, which is the picture that's down there, Naruto and Sasuke getting the power of the Six Paths, and Naruto getting Six Path Sage Mode, and Sasuke getting the Six Tomoe Rinnegan, and the Black Chidori, and Kakashi. Oh no, that's not that bit. No, almost messed up. Yeah, almost messed up. That's not that part. But next time we'll talk about that. Oh god, so good. To be fair, Kakashi versus Obito, I could have just said that. That's an epic fight. Also, there's so many good. I'm not gonna continue. I'm putting an S rank. I'm not gonna continue because there's so many good things I can say about that arc. Chef's kiss again. The Chunin exams, S rank, easy S rank. It is probably the best arc in Naruto Unleashed. Again, so many good fights. The picture that's on there, Naruto versus Neji, when Naruto started his career in flattening chins. It started right there. Him using Kuruma's chakra without actually, you know, being evil or losing control or whatever it is that you want to say. One may as well be Guy with how epic he was. Lee versus Gaara when he takes off the weight and drops him on the floor. Chef's kiss again. There's so many chef kiss moments in this anime. My god. All of it. It's just, oh, it's so good. It's so good. To be fair with you, like that's like the main part. That's good. The whole like the Forest of Death thing's fun. The first bit that they do, the written exam. Obviously, it's just a written exam. Although it is pretty funny, it's a bit boring. Naruto versus Orochimaru. Sasuke getting his curse mark. Sasuke breaking that dude's arms. I keep forgetting his name because he's that unimportant in the show. And of course, yeah, the actual fights, the preliminaries, not as good. They're a bit boring. But the final fights, like I said, Lee versus Gaara, Neji versus Naruto, my god, they're so good. You can't forget God 1010 versus Tamari. Although you probably didn't notice because she moves like lightning fast, but 1010 was actually in that fight. I know it's hard to say, but she was actually in that fight. Carrying on. Fated battle between brothers. S rank. That fight. I can't give out any more chef's kisses. I've given out too many already. That fight is amazing. Like, there's so many stuff. Like, it's right. Genjutsu, as people might know, is my favorite. It's my favorite jutsu. In sorry, the first part of that fight is literally just Genjutsu. If you know them two kind of standing there, and then you know Itachi gets stabbed, and you're like, what? He's dead? That no way. And then Genjutsu, but stabbed again. Genjutsu. It's just non-stop mind fuckery, and I love it. The first time you see, yeah, to my knowledge, yeah, it's the first time you ever see a Susanoo and the Amaterasu, unless you're counting technically using it to escape the belly of the toad when Jiraiya captures them. But realistically, you didn't really know what that was at the time. So the first time you properly see Amaterasu, I'm pretty sure. First time you see Susanoo, of course, Tachi Susanoo having the Totsuka blade and the Yatta mirror, ridiculously overpowered. Like, he should have passed him on to Sasuke, to be honest with you, if he could. That would have been vile. And of course, Itachi dying, which at the time I didn't care because I was like, yeah, screw that guy, he's an asshole. And then of course, moments later, well, I would say moments later, episodes later, you find out that he was secretly a good guy, and he loved Sasuke, and he did all this for the village, and you know, you just feel absolutely depressed. The fact that he dies, which is extremely sad. And then I had to go through the pain again when he comes back to life, and then dies again. Single-handedly stopping the war, might I add. God, Itachi would defeat Madara. Anyways, carrying on before I get raging at the comments. 5 Kage Summit. I can't imagine many of these even going to C rank or below. Definitely not below, because I love pretty much all of them. I'm gonna give the 5 Kage Summit a B rank. Okay, right. So it's good. There's a lot of fights in it. Of course, Sasuke fights pretty much. Well, he fights all of the Kage, and he would have been dead if it weren't for Obito. But he has a cool fight with the Raikage. Jugo kinda has a fight with the Raikage, although I can't really call a one-sided ass whooping a fight. But yeah, it's good. It's good. It's decent. You see Sasuke's Susanoo. You see the Mizukage's Vapor style and Lava style. You see the Raikage's like Thunder Cloak that he has. Of course, Gaara jumps in and fights. So it is a good arc. It does have cool fights in it, and of course, Sasuke then goes on to kill. You know what it is? I'm gonna put an A rank just because he kills Danzo, and I fucking hate that guy. He's the biggest turd ever. He's gotta be up there with some of the worst anime characters ever. Although there are worse ones. I'm looking at you. What's his name? I was gonna say Sho Tucker. Research time. Yeah, looking at you, fucking Sho Tucker. Yeah, search that shit up. Guy's an asshole. But yeah, he's up there with some of the worst characters, and I just absolutely hate him. So Sasuke killing him was a nice surprise, or technically him killing himself. Yeah, so I'll give it an A rank just because of the fact that Sasuke kills him, and it pleases me a lot. Okay, so FSWW. No, it is. I should know it, and I don't know why, but I had no idea what FSWW stands for. Oh, okay. No, I searched it. So it's 4th Shinobi World War. Okay, well, it's never really called that. But yeah, okay. That's fine. Yeah, the 4th Shinobi War, yeah. So the climax. So I'm assuming this is, given the picture, this is where they're all fighting Obito. Before he's revealed to be Obito, when people are, well, he goes by Toby again because obviously Madara is back, and they're fighting him with all the tailed beasts in this. Oh, so this is when actually the birth of the Tenchi Jinchuriki is later on. So this is when Naruto gets all of the chakra from the tailed beasts and gets the second cloak of Kurama and all that sensual stuff. Hell yeah. I'll give it an A. Hell yeah. It's got cool stuff. Obviously, like I said, Naruto getting the cloak of Kurama again. The second one, when he fully unlocks him and befriends him. The reveal that it's Obito. Although, to be fair, everybody knew that it was Obito. There's no fucking way you're telling me he didn't know it was Obito. Don't fucking lie to me. Yeah. I'll give it an A rank. It's really good. It's really good. First Shinobi World War Confrontation. Okay, so I'll probably give that a B. So this is like the beginning of the World War. This is the beginning of the war. So Naruto and B leave the island and they're on the way to the war. Naruto sees Tsunade and he sees the Raikage and they have like a little scuffle. And Naruto dodges the Raikage's fastest move, which is only one person before that's done that. His father. So yeah, that's really cool, and you know he kind of gets the AOK from A, and he leaves and goes to the war. But like I said, this is the beginning of the war, so it's kind of boring. Naruto just kind of makes clones that go to each war, and just kind of does like little fights. So it's not that good, but it's still cool. It still has cool moments, but it's not as cool as the rest of them. So I'll give it a B. Okay, so the countdown again. So this is pretty much where Naruto, this is after the 5 Kage Summit, Naruto goes to the Turtle Island, and him and B basically teaches Naruto how to control Kurama's power. So it's a really cool arc. It does have, obviously, Naruto fighting Kurama. You know what, I'll give it an A rank, because this is when Naruto first gets his KCM 1, so his first cloak that he gets. So it's a really pivotal moment in the show. you've got a heartwarming moment where Iruka tries to stop Naruto when he runs out the cave and he notices the war's going on. And he has that moment with Iruka where Iruka knows he can't stop him, so he picks up his headband, he puts a little note in it, and Naruto eats it to keep it with him at all times. And of course, you see Kushina, Naruto and Kushina meet up and they have a little conversation, and it's really heartwarming. Oh, it's so sad. A little hilarious as well when he thinks it's it's Kurama in human form. So yeah, I'd give it an A. It's got cool moments. Obviously, you see Kushina like for the first time properly. You get the backstory on how Kushina and Minato met. Naruto gains control of Kurama, like I say. You've got a cool moment with Iruka, like a heartwarming moment with Iruka, as it always does. Yeah, pretty cool. So, Itachi Pursuit Mission. I'll give that a B. I didn't really care too much for the Sasuke versus Deidara fight. It was cool, don't get me wrong. But there's just so much ass pulling in that fight. Of course, Naruto's full of ass pulls, don't get me wrong, I know that, but it was the whole Sasuke being completely derived of chakra, yet being able to pull off a reverse summoning to protect himself from the blast. Completely unscathed. And then Deidara pretty much just died. So he kind of just kills himself. Sasuke didn't even technically win that fight. But it does, like I say, it does have its cool moments. You find Sasuke goes out his way to get Jugo, Karin, and Suigetsu. I like Suigetsu. Jugo, I like Jugo. Karin's annoying as all hell. She has her moments, but my god, is she annoying. And like I said, obviously it leads up to this part where they have a fight. And like I said, the fight's good. Don't get me wrong. There's that cool moment where he like makes that, what is it? Is he C1 explosion where he makes like basically a huge balloon version of itself and it pops and then it brings out loads of tiny like mite-sized explosions that basically get into your cells and then do mini explosions and then it just kind of looks like you're disintegrating. There's that really cool moment where Sasuke like disintegrates and he's like, haha, I beat you. And he's like, nah, no you didn't. Reverse Uno card. I have the Sharingan. I can literally see chakra. That was such a pointless attempt, but okay. Has its cool moments. And moving on to the next one. Okay, so Itachi, Shinden, Book, Light, and Darkness. Alright, so this is basically just backstory on Itachi and kind of how he got to where he was. So like, seeing him grow up, obviously he was a mega genius. He was just extremely talented. Really dark at one point because the dude straight up tries, like as a child, straight up tried to kill himself, like chuck himself off a cliff, and then he's kind of saved by the crows, which, if you didn't know, is was it the goddess Amaterasu or something? They use crows to like as like a guiding light, guiding point or something like that. It's I'm pretty sure it's some Japanese folklore, which is cool. It's a cool arc. I'll give it a B because it just kind of backstory stuff kind of doesn't really bother me all that much. But it is about Itachi, and I do love Itachi, so it's a win-win situation for me. But yeah, it's basically just a bunch of backstory. Cool moment though when cool and sad when Itachi realized how fucked up the world was when that stone ninja goes to, when he feeds him, like drinks him the water, and he kind of feeds him the water, and then the dude says that he's a ninja, and even though Itachi at the time was like 10 or 6 or some crazy shit like that, the dude straight up tries to kill him, and then Itachi just, without even looking or hesitating, slices his throat open, murders the dude, and it is glorious. Okay. We're getting to the 20-minute timer right now, and we've still got quite a few to go, so I'm going to try and blast through them a little bit, but... Kaguya Otsutsuki strikes. I'm conflicted, because it has cool moments, like, obviously there's the whole... Kakashi getting his double Mangekyo Sharingan and having the Susanoo, my god! There's... Naruto using his Seijar, Tail Beast, Rasen Shurikens. Every single Rasen Shuriken has a Tail Beast equivalent to it, and it looks cool as crap. And, you know, there's a bunch of really cool moments. Obviously, Kaguya can kind of teleport to different things, and then, oh god, Obito dies, which is un-chef's kiss somehow. It's kind of sad. So it has a bunch of cool stuff in it, but I hate Kaguya. Like, Madara, like, I know it's said all the time, but Madara was such a better villain than Kaguya. So why then, like, I don't know, it's so stupid. She doesn't even do anything. She just has a crap ton of chakra. She has that ash bone thing, and she can teleport to different, like, realities. That's about it. So it's kind of annoying, but, you know, I mean, yeah. I'm going to give it an A, just because the rest of the stuff's pretty cool in it, but I can't give it an S, because I just don't like the fact that Kaguya was the final villain. I think Madara was hyped up to be this super overpowered dude, and he completely lived up to the hype from the get-go. And he had this big plan, and, you know, how's Naruto and Sasuke going to fight him, and then fucking an aloe vera plant beats him, like, literally stabs him in the back. I know the dude has no presence, and obviously Madara wasn't expecting it, which is why he could do it, but I just, it's, yeah, I don't care. Okay, so yeah, Kakashi Gaiden again is backstory on basically Kakashi and Obito and Rin and Minato's whole thing going on, and how Kakashi went from, you know, the little shit that he was to the guy that he is now, and the fact that obviously how he got his Sharingan and stuff like that. So again, it's cool, but it's backstory, so it is important to the story. Obviously, it's how you figure out that how Kakashi had his Sharingan and stuff like that, and obviously what happened to Obito. But yeah, backstory just doesn't really care about. I don't really care about it. Kazekage Rescue Mission. Again, I'm going to put that in B. It's the first arc in Naruto Shippuden, and don't get wrong, it's not a bad arc. It is fun, but it's just, I think it's just kind of stale at times, because the whole them getting to the village and then Gaara protecting it. The Gaara protecting the bit's cool, like obviously that whole fight's cool. Then obviously they kind of killed my boy, which I was kind of upset for until he came back. The Sasori and Sakura fight is good, and it's probably the only good fight that Sakura has in the entire show. But again, it's still a little bit meh to me. It does have a cool moment, because it is the first time you ever really see, well, the first time you ever see Kakashi's Mangekyo Sharingan when he uses it against Deidara to rip off his arm. So it is cool, don't get me wrong, it is cool, but I just think it's a bit lackluster compared to the rest of it. Konoha Crush, right, I'll give that an A. It's cool. Orochimaru, again, was kind of like Madara, like a B-Tech Madara, in the fact that he was hyped up in, like, being this, like, super powerful being. And he was at the time, don't get me wrong, he was at the time, everyone was kind of scared of him. And then he gets there, and he does what he set out to do. He kind of destroys the village, and he kills the third Hokage. Which, my girlfriend hates the third Hokage, and I'm like, why? Like, the dude wasn't even that bad, calm down. Yeah, he basically, what he done would be technically child endangerment. He just kind of let a child live on their own from the age of 6. But, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, I give it an A. It's a good arc. It's the first time you see the first and second Hokage. It is a lucky thing Hashirama and Tobirama were not as strong as they were in the end, because my god, that would be hilarious. Konoha Hiden. Okay, I'm going to give an S rank. The perfect ending to a show where there's no... Okay, so there's no Naruto and Sasuke, like, fighting. That's not an arc by itself. I'm assuming the birth of the Ten Tails Jinchuriki is in that arc. So again, I'm just gonna quick chef's kiss for the final fight of Naruto. Minecraft, it's so nice. But yeah, Konoha Hiden, perfect ending. My boy finally realized who has been there for him and who loves him. My girl Hinata. And they get married, and it's glorious, and he makes up with Sasuke. Sasuke then comes home. Of course, he then leaves. But, yeah, I think it's the perfect ending. I love the fact that Naruto and, I was about to say Sasuke, it might as well have been, Naruto and Hinata get married. The Land of the Waves. Again, I'm going to give this an S rank. I'm not going to lie to you. The Land of the Waves kind of slaps ass. It's good. It's like the first main arc from Naruto. Well, it is the first main arc in Naruto Unleashed. And Zabuza was, I think, a great first villain. And it kind of showed the fact that the villains, you know, when you never want to root for a villain, but then when they turn out to you kind of relate to them in some sort of way, like you do with Zabuza, you kind of can't be mad at him at the end. yeah, it's got really cool moments. And of course, it's the first time you ever see Naruto's chakra, like Kuruma's chakra leak out of Naruto, and he kind of goes apeshit and kicks the shit out for Haku, which is one of my favorite moments in the anime. Because I remember as a kid, I was just blown away by it. It was so good. So yeah, unreal. Pain arc, there's nothing to really say. Come on, it's not anything other than S rank. The Pain arc, although the animation at times can be a little bit janky, it's still unbelievable. The Naruto's first ever time using Sage mode that we see properly. His Rasen Shuriken, his completed Rasen Shuriken where you can actually throw it. Hinata getting stabbed, I hated it, but what followed was incredible. If Naruto going apeshit, straight to 4 tails, straight to 6 tails, then 7, then 8, then almost 9, and then of course you meet Minato. Ah, it's so good. Like the kick that Naruto does to Tendo Pain, to Yahiko. My God, such a good kick, dude. Yeah, unbelievable. I'm gonna give this one a B. The Sasuke recovery mission. Well, no, I'm going to write. Okay, the Sasuke recovery mission probably includes the final fight of Naruto Unleashed with Naruto versus Sasuke. So I'm going to give it an A rank for that reason. But I kind of, the other fights were kind of like the Choji one was boring. I think the Neji one was pretty cool. Dude got a freaking hole blown in his shoulder. It was nuts. But the other ones were a bit meh. The Shikamaru Genjutsu, the Tayuya one wasn't too bad, and then of course, but it is when the Sand Shinobi, of course, Gaara, Temari, and Kankuro show up, and you realize they've turned good, and they're now helping the Leaf, especially Gaara. That was the start of Gaara's 180 flip from demonic creature of the night to, you know, casually picking daisies in the garden. It was nuts. But yeah. The Sasuke recovery mission, of course, the end fight, the Naruto versus Sasuke is just absolutely goated. Sasuke Shinden, I've only watched it once, so it's not exactly fresh in my mind. I'd give it a B. Like, he basically goes around and there's this like girl, I can't remember what her name is. She has this weird blood genjutsu thing that she can do. She thinks she could take on Sasuke. Of course, Sasuke's playing on easy mode at the time. He always does. And you kind of see more of Orochimaru and stuff. Yeah, it's a decent arc, but it's not really anything special. It just kind of shows you sort of what Sasuke is doing when he leaves the village. So it's alright. The search for Tsunade, I'll give an A. Naruto learns the Rasengan. Naruto kicks the shit out of Kabuto and obliterates his internal organs. Orochimaru, Tsunade, and Jiraiya, 3-way deadlock. Cool as all hell. And it's goated moments. Goated moments all around. It's the next one, Shikamaru Hiden. It's I don't really remember it all too well, so I'm not really gonna like go into it. The only part I really remember is Shikamaru asking Temari on a date. I'm pretty sure at the end, and he kind of, you know, that was basically the start of their relationship, which led into Shikadai. I'm sorry, not C. I would never give it a C. B tier. I'll give it a B tier. I don't think anything's going into C or below. Well, I mean, these ones are alright. Taylor, Dry, the Gallant. I'm going to give an A, only because how freaking dare they kill my boy. I was heartbroken. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. I was devastated when Jiraiya died, you know. I was absolutely heartbroken. But, first time you see Sage mode, and it's cool as all hell, Jiraiya takes down like 3 pains. Like, one of them he takes down twice, because he takes him down, gets brought back, takes him down again. Nutty. But then, yeah, he does end up dying in the end, which is super, super sad, and I was kind of heartbroken, not gonna lie. But, yeah, I'll give it an A. I'll give it an A. And again, Tenchi Bridge, I'm gonna give it a B. This is probably the most, for me anyways, the most lackluster of the Naruto transformations. I will give it that one moment where his skin's sort of peeling off and his eyes go all red and he looks scary as fuck. That is cool and I love that. But I think the rest of it, like the whole like Four Tails fight, I don't know why, I didn't think it was as good as the rest of them. I don't know, but that's just me. But yeah, I didn't think it was as good as the rest of them. Still a good arc. Of course, it's Naruto. There are no bad arcs in Naruto, not even filler. Watch all of the filler. My god, why don't you watch the filler? So, anyway, guys, that is going to be that. Yeah, I think I've got everything in the right order for what I like. You guys will probably disagree. But yeah, if you do disagree, by all means, tell me what you disagree with. Tell me what you think's good and what you think's bad. Which arcs you like and which ones you don't. And tell me why. Give it a thumbs up. Comment on it. Subscribe if you would be so kind. And yeah, dude, I will see you guys in the next episode. Not sure what it's going to be, but we'll figure that out when the time comes.